Retiring in the San Miguel's Hometown Festival, Episode 22. I don't know much about all the local festivals on the Azores, but there are many of them and they seem to be very well attended. Last month there was a big event in the city next door, Ribeirinha Grande. It was like a 1500s medieval festival, which was held right in the middle of the center of town, and there were tons of people, and it was a great festival. You can see in this video of the parade. And also a few weeks ago, in the main city of Punta Delgada, they had the White Ocean Festival, which was also in the center of town in front of all the big churches. And they had all these ocean creatures in white. And everybody came dressed in white. And it was a very beautiful sight to behold. And, most of the big festivals are in the summer, and there are many overseas Azoreans, especially from America and Canada, that come to visit all their relatives in their homeland. And maybe 30% of the total population is all these overseas Azoreans coming during the high season. So I was told that there was a big celebration in my hometown of Ribeirinha the second week of August that I would have to decorate the front of my villa for. It was called the Celebration of the Most Holy Savior of the World, which is the name of the church in front of my villa. It was built. Well, it was started in 1826 and completed in 1861. But it's in the center of town, and it's the most prominent building in the village. And my villa is like the second most prominent building in the village. So I got my lawn guy, Miguel, to help me out. We went to the store and bought dye bags and wood shavings. And then he dyed the wood shavings in this bucket, and we placed it in the sun to dry. We talked to the neighbor next door, and he told us that we didn't have to decorate the front of the house because we have this long street and there are only 2 houses on the street, so we don't have to decorate. But since my garage is on another street and there are a whole bunch of people on that street, I would have to decorate in front of my garage, which was fine because it was only 20 feet instead of like 80 feet. So, it would take a lot of time and material to decorate 80 feet of road versus 20. So I was happy to hear that. I thought the celebration would happen just on the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but it actually started Thursday night. And I was in bed Thursday night, and at about 10:30, this music concert happened, which was right at the church, so I heard it all night till like 12:30. There's no way I could sleep, with the music stage being so close. So I decided for the rest of the week I would stay up and hang out at the festival. So it started Thursday and it ends on Wednesday. Each night it seemed that the majority of a town of 2,400 people would sit on the steps in front of the church to watch the entertainment on stage. This is both little kids and old seniors that would stay past midnight every night in our normally very sleepy town. They would hold raffles for prizes to raise money to pay for some of the celebration, and I won this little celebration flag for my 15-year-old ticket. So in our city, they hold the main parade on 2 days, both Saturday and Sunday, because there are 10 major roads, and it would take like over 4 hours to walk all those roads in the parade. So they split it in two sections. So I got to see part of it on Saturday, and then on Sunday, I had to wait for the neighbors at 4 o'clock to start organizing to decorate, and they had a mold, which I was a little afraid because I didn't have one, but the block area that I was part of had a mold, and they were sort of surprised to see when I pulled out my bags of colored chips. And so we started at the road at the beginning at my garage, and we spent the next hour decorating the block, starting with my place and moving back. And there was once we finished, there was this tourist who wanted to drive over all our decorations, and we told him definitely no, you couldn't do that. And then we got our little lawn chairs out and sat in front of our street and wait for the parade to come to our location. The parade follows a certain order. I mean, each location is a bit different, but most of them have the same element. It first starts out with a big red banner that proclaims the parade, and it's carried by these men wearing red waistcoats. And then there's usually bands, multiple bands, usually from the other villages around your village, interspersed between different groups. And there's usually all these young girls dressed as angels, and they're allowed to walk on the flower carpets. And then there's the statue of Christ that's carried by a group of men. And then it's normally followed by a group of all women that might be carrying large candles. And then there are Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and government groups and social groups. And normally at the end there's a canopy, and then all the priests and religious people are under it. And it's common for the people around to put their bedspreads out the window to show as a form of respect. Many cool little rituals they have. On Monday, they had these inflatable kids party gym balloons, and then at night the town dance group performed, and I was very happy to see them because I had saw them after some parade before, but I didn't get to see them perform. And they have these colorful Oompa Loompa type outfits, and they say they change their outfit every year, so I'm wondering what next year's outfits are going to be like. On Wednesday, the last day of the festival, was Yellow Day, where everything was decorated in yellow and you were supposed to wear yellow. Overall, I was very surprised at how much I actually enjoyed the festival, and it allowed me to feel like I was part of the community. I talked with a lot of overseas Azoreans, and many of them seem to come from Toronto, Canada, and they come back for a few weeks, and at that time they could see all their friends and family because everybody's out there on the street hanging out. 2 weeks later, I also attended one of these festivals in Villa Franco do Capo, like every town, like maybe over 22,000, probably have their own festivals. So there are a few of them happening every single weekend during the summer. So the whole place is just a big celebration, and it's a very cultural thing from the Azores. And, if you come visit, especially during the summer, you'll get to see some of that. And so I hope you enjoyed this little blurb on Azorean festivals. And, every 2 weeks I'll have another video about something interesting that I see here.